gentlemen, we'll now commence the head count procedure. We need your cooperation to remain seated until this process is completed. Thank you. The metal tip into buckle and tighten the belt by pulling on the buckle strap. To unfasten, lift the metal flap. Whenever the seatbelt sign is on, you must return to your seat and fasten your seatbelt securely. Should an oxygen mask like this automatically drop from the compartment above your seat, immediately pull the mask firmly towards you. Place the mask off in nose and mouth with the headband tightly around your head and breathe normally. Place your own mask first before assisting others under your care. Your life vest is found under your seats. On water landing, remove sharp objects from your body. Slip vest overhead. Take the tape around your waist. Push end to buckle and pull waist tape to tighten. When outside the aircraft, pull down sharply the red tag at lower end to inflate your life vest. If life vest failed to inflate, go into RO tube or push pin inwards to release air. Do not inflate your life vest inside the aircraft. The light will automatically activate when the battery is immersed in water. And here's a whistle to attract attention. Evacuation slides are located at all exits. Please note where the emergency exits on the aircraft are located. They're being pointed out to you now. Bearing in mind that the nearest exit may be behind you. During evacuation, leave your hand luggage. If smoke is present, please keep low and follow the path lights to the nearest exit as indicated. A copy of the safety information card is in your seat pocket. Please read it carefully. Passengers seated next to an emergency exit are requested to study the operation of this exit in the safety card. As this is a non-smoking flight, please do not smoke throughout the flight. Smoking in the toilet will activate the smoke alarm. Tampering the smoke detector is punishable by law. Thank you for your attention.
Tulog ka na? Tulog ka? Yay! Sakay ulit kami.
Sakay kami.
Tal. Kita mo? Meron tubig. Ayan. May tubig. May isla. tayo ngayon mga kaibigan sa kain na to. Kita nyo ba? Kita ba? Yan. At tinitikman natin ngayon ang mga meron sila ditong buffet. Eat all you can. Bali 195 daw. Para sa akin medyo napakamura na neto. Breakfast. Eat all you can. Meron tayong tinatawag na ano dito, tanggit. Sa paborito kong isda. Sarap. Tumang ko kasama ng langaw, kaya tinataboy ito. May kain. May garlic rice. Meron napakasarap na itlog. Merong laman na ham sa loob. Simpleng Pinoy na pagkain. Kasi pero napakasarap. Napagahan. Today is June 17, 2016. Nandito kami ngayon sa Palawan. Yung yan, maganda, dahan-dahan lang. Kapag
Thank you.
One of the oldest part of the city. So we'll start muna sa Baywalk. Baywalk is our version of Manila's Baywalk. Pero syempre, mas mabango, mas malinis. That's where we have our outdoor events. Ngayon, during the 1800s na nakarating dito sa Puerto ang mga Spanish. They started sa Cuyo, yung outer islands, 1600s and na sila. Accidentally yan. They were imagining yung fleet of Spanish military, Spanish ships. Nung nakita nila itong Baywalk, nakita nila how beautiful it is. It's very well protected, very, very deep. Actually, until now, it can accommodate any size of shipping vessels. We get cruise ships every month. In April, we had 17 cruise ships na dumating. So, dito yan. Sa gabi, buhay na buhay yan. People come and have like ihaw. Pero medyo may kamahalan na rin ng ano dito. So, pag outdoor events, dyan lahat. Nung dumating si Duterte, puno. Food area was full. Kaya mo dyan? Kasi noon, majority of our mountains have caves. Most of the caves were used as a burial ground. Doon sila naglilibing. Kasi ang mga Moro, this used to be all Moro, connected tayo sa Borneo. Hindi sila marunong maglibing. So nilalagay nila sa cave hanggang maagnas, and then the bones they put it in a jar. Yun ang nililibing nila sa cave, nilalagay nila sa cave. Kaya madami po tayong mga haunted caves. Yeah. How many days are you here?
3 days, 2 nights.
3 days, 2 nights. So that's not normal quick visit. Appetizer lang that one. You have to come back and experience El Nido. They came from El Nido. If you like outdoors, if you like swimming, hiking, mountain, dito na lahat. It's, and here in Palawan, or especially here, every day is a beautiful day. Di umulan, di umaraw, it's a beautiful day. Ito pala yung pinaka-safe na hotel dito sa bayan. Alam na nila kung bakit. Katabi niya yung fire department, police department, hospital. Safe na safe ka dyan. Yeah, you have to excuse kasi they're doing a lot of road work and road widening, lalalagyan ng mga imbornan. Kaya we'll start dito sa bayan. So, makinig kayo mabuti. Mamaya may test kayo, ha? Sabi ko, hindi makasagot, walang merienda. You'll try. We have a very popular, we're going to have a snack sa Baker's Hill, my treat. what they have na very, very popular is the ube. The hopia. They have hopia ube, hopia munggo. Yung ube, masarap kasi hindi siya masyadong matamis. And it lasts for a long time. At hindi nagbabago ang ano nila, ang recipe nila. It's really good. Yan ang baker's here. Tapos there you can take pictures. Yung mga mga prenup na sila living doon, that's our city hall. Nakikita niyo yung may ganon. Solar power din kasi yun. Yan. Lang. So, proceed. Kaya po, ang Puerto Princesa is called the City of the Living God for many, many reasons. First of all, God is nature. Nature is all around us. Pangalawa, tignan nyo naman yung mga bundok na yan. The mountains that we have are layers. It's our natural barrier from typhoon. We don't have any typhoons here. Hindi namin alam yan, signal number 1, signal number 2. Umuulan dito, lalo na pag ang bagyo na sa Mindanao, ulan lang. So we are outside of the typhoon belt. We don't have any typhoons. And then our coast is filled with mangrove trees. So it's our natural barrier from tsunami. Wala ring tsunami rito. And the city is 70% po ng city is covered in forest. We are a carbon neutral city, meaning our trees produce more oxygen than we do carbon monoxide, and we have no factories. Walang factories, kaya fresh air talaga. And best of all, we have no earthquakes. None at all. For over 10,000 years, no recorded earthquakes. Kasi Palawan is on a very stable shelf. Ang Palawan mo kasi was created underwater. It broke off the Eurasian plate. Ang buong Pilipinas, mobile belt yan. Kaya in the thousands of years from now, the Philippines could be attached to China talaga. But Palawan would always be where it is. Hindi na siya gumalaw ever since it got created. And Palawan, underneath Palawan, we have a very big oil reserve. One of the best oils in the world that needs very little refining. That's why China is after. It's one of the reasons why China is here. Gusto nila yung ating oil. Because we can produce oil for the whole of Asia for many, many years. Pero ang isang nagpuprotektan is the underground river, St. Paul Mountain Range. Tomorrow, if I'm your guide tomorrow, I'll show you why that is. So, but I'll kwento more later. So ito, one of the oldest parts of town, it was 12 roads during the Spanish time. And then we have our pier. Meron tayong barko ng military dyan ngayon. We have US military is here. They're always here. Lagi sila nandito. So, meron din tayong mga, like our cruise ships, nakakadaong kasi sila, hindi na sila kailangan sumakay ng boat. Malapit na park sila. So, cruise ships, big boats, we have to go. Kung gusto niyo magbarko papunta rito, to go, it goes Coron muna, and then it will come here.
Yung cruise ships po, internationals po yun?
International. We've had Europeans, Asian, yung dami. Sunod. Yeah, they're international. Some docks overnight, some maalis din ng hapon. Kaya pag yung day tour lang, spasa, lipad. Yeah. So, in April, we had 17. And then, nag-slow down ngayon. Yung temperature, tropical, madaming malaria nung araw. So, they offer this mga Spanish na free land, no taxes, cattle, yung mga pang-alaga. So, nung dumating sila, naging 12 roads with a hospital. This was the 1800s. That will be our church. So, our next stop will be the Plaza Cuartel. Plaza Cuartel used to be the headquarters ng Spanish. Kasi pa, umalis ang Spanish, dumating ang Americans. Ngayon, nung Japanese War, naging kulungan ng mga prisoners of war yan. Remember Bataan Death March? After the Bataan Death March, the Japanese brought 300 prisoners of war na Amerikano dito to work on the airport. Sila pong nag-umpisang gumawa ng landing strip dyan sa airport. Ang landing dati, banda doon. So they brought 300 prisoners of war here. But in November of 1944, they sent 150 back. And I will continue the kwento there. So when they bombed it, actually there was one statue that survived. It's the Nazareth. Buhay pa siya doon. So in the late 1950s, the missionaries came back to rebuild this church. It's an exact replica of a church in Logroño, Spain. Santo Domingo de Calzado. Yeah, so except for the color, kasi our Immaculate Conception is our patron saint, so that's why it's colored blue and white para sa 300 prisoners of war. Ngayon, in November of 1944, dito muna tayo, 150 pinabalik sa Manila, so 150 natitira. Imagine if you will, walang bahay dito, puros coconut trees, papaya trees. So the prisoners of war come closer para kapatid. So during December of 1944, yung American planes were starting to drop leaflets na nakalagay doon, we have prisoners of war. If you find them, dalhin nyo dito sa isang lugar. Nabasa ngayon ng mga Hapon. Freak out sila. Ginawa nila, tinawag yung mga Amerikano, we want you to build air raid shelter. Sabi nga nun, pinaghukay yung mga Amerikano. So imagine, if you will, 5 feet wide, 4 feet high, 3 trench ang pinahukay. I'm not exactly sure where here, pero ditong banda. So 3 yan ha. Tapos yun, yung December, yun yung military ship pala. So December 14, 1944, tinawagan ng mga Amerikano yung mga Hapon. Sabi nila, Americanos, it's your last day of work. So the Americans thought, hey, we're free. So when they came here, they were told to go into the shelters. Go into your air raid shelters. So there's 50, 50, 50. Nasa shelter sila ngayon. Nakita tong mga Amerikano, mga Hapon, may bitbit na timba, may fluid. It's airplane fuel. They doused them with airplane fuel and they were set on fire. So 150 na yon. Pero yung mga nasa dulo, there was about 40 plus of them na nakatalon. They jumped over the ridge. Pagdating ngayon nila doon, some Japanese were already there. Pinagbabaril yung iba. But some were able to hide in the crevices. There's one in particular. His name is Glenn McDowell. He was the last person who was able to escape. Out of those 150 people, 11 were able to escape. They swam across the bay to the Iwahig River. It took them 10 hours to swim 5 kilometers. Itong si Glenn McDowell, nakatutok na yung baril sa kanya. Nag-ring yung dinner bell. Sabi ng Hapon, kain na, iiwanan na nila. Etong si Glenn, nakakuha siya ng half of a coconut. Nilagay niya sa ulo niya, langoy siya. Kinagat pa ng pating. But he survived. So when they got to Iwahig, meron na naghihintay sa kanila, they saved them. But what the Japanese did, after nasunog na yung nandito, kinuha pa, nilagay ulit sa isang malaking pit, inulit na sinunog sila. Thank God for their dog tags, they were identified. Kundi, wala na talaga. So these are yung mga uncle ko, the survivors. They came from Oregon. So that's some of them. Gagwapo, ano? Tapos, yun na, doon sila sa Iwahig Penal Colony. Iwahig has been around since 1901. And it's still there. We have 3,000 prisoners there and it's open. They don't have cells. They have one, yung maximum security nakakulong sila. Kaya nga yung pinapakita to because after the war, si Laurel, si Rojas, and another person was nakulong sila dyan because they collaborated with the Japanese. Kasi MacArthur, di ba, I shall return, bumalik. Hindi na siya bumalik after that kasi sumama ang loob niya sa Pilipinas because these people collaborated with the Japanese. Kaya sinulong yan si Rojas, si Laurel. Kalimutan ko kung sino kay isa. Yeah, that's why they put the Iwahig there. So that's what it looks like yan ang Iwahig prison. Yung building na yan. Let's move further. May papakita. This is the airport that was being created. This is them. They were digging their trench. They thought they were digging for their air raid shelter. Yan sila. Ito yung ginawa nilang trenches. May mga bungo pa. Ito yung mga Hapon na guards na nag-ano sa kanila. Ngayon, I learned something from a lot of our Japanese guests. Merong mga matatanda na they were in the Imperial Army. Of course, they were following instruction. Pero a lot of the foot soldiers pala were Korean prisoners. Mga Korean prisoners sa kinuha ng Hapon, ginawa nilang sundalo nila. Sila yung mga nag-fight. Yeah. So that's what happened on December of 1924. This is Glenn McDowell. He's the last person who survived. And he was the strongest storyteller about what happened. He became a military doctor. He's still alive. Out of the 11, dalawa nang namatay. So that's his family. So siya yung kinagat ng pating, siya yung last talaga nakatutok yung baril sa kanya. So he's the one who told the story. And his story is in this book called Last Man Out. Tignan nyo na lang, ito yung may mga buo pa. That's what happened. And then, what happened before, syempre gutom sila, mapayat nila. Pag nahuli silang naglalako ng papaya or coconut or any fruit, tinatali sila ng mga hapon sa coconut barbed wire. Taling-tali sila ng barbed wire. So there's a monument there, they call it the Burning Man. It was made by one of the prisoners of war. It shows what they look like. They're emaciated, kita talaga yung mga ribs nila. Sinusunog yung ilalim, nakatali sila ng barbed wire. So that's what happened here. We're hoping that they will move the World War II Museum here para mas cohesive. Because right now it's a family park, pero we're trying to turn it into something more, kasi it happened here talaga. Question, may mga nagtanong kung may mga ghosts. There's a lady that lives there. Sabi niya, tinanong namin kung may naririnig ba ng mga chains or sabi niya, there are times na pag malakas ang ulan, merong isang matangkad na tao nakatalikod, nakaganon sa pool. Likod lang nakikita, pero malaking tao daw. Mukhang foreigner. So maybe it's one of them. So this is, and then this was very a strategic place for the US before. They called it seaplane. Dito nagre-refuel ang seaplanes ng Americans before. So they call this area the seaplane. If you want to take pictures there, the monument lists all the names of the prisoners of war. Ayan, napunta dito. Doon dyan, sa quarter nyo.
Ganyan.
Yeah. So there it says why it's the strategic importance of Palawan. And then these are heroes. We have a hero, Lolo ni Matthew Mendoza. You know him, dating artista. But his grandfather, kinapture siya ng hapon, pinugutan ng ulo. They found the body but they never found it. You want to look at the... naman yung sa boarding. That's how close we were. Dati nga parang nakadikit yan boarding. And we're back door to Malaysia. So madaming tiga Palawan na nag-work sa Malaysia without any visa. Lansya lang. Even our vegetables, some of our vegetables are starting to come from Malaysia. It's cheaper kasi than coming from Baguio. Baguio, tracking nila, iba barko. Yung pagdating dito, yung ginagawa nila, yung slice, chapsi, hindi mo nakita yung bulok niya, yung tanggal niya. Mahal ang gulay dito. Food ang Baguio vegetables. Broccoli, isang ganyan, 80 pesos. Sa Baguio, 3 for 100 ganyan. Wala lang. Barangay naman is Santa Monica. Ang lupa dito, mapula. You notice. Kaya pag umuulan, pula-pula. Kaya may joke dito na pag pula yung paa mo, tiga Santa Monica ka. Ayan, yung ganyan yung lupa. Grayish. They're not actually they're 50, you can hold it. Okay. Nakakiliti lang, pero hindi siya nag-ano. Hindi na. They actually nourish the earth. Sila pa nag-nourish ng bird.
Ano yan? Millipedes?
Centipede po na. Millipede.
Millipedes. Oh!
Tapos, pag pipick upin mo, may suction sila konti, kaya medyo,
Nakakakiliti.
you're safe. Si kayo, ito touch? Madi? Yeah, so approximately 1 in 1,000 is male. Their eggs resemble scattered seeds. Kaya hindi mo sila kita. Oo. Tapos they can play dead. Kunyari, patay sila.
Isa, this one. And that one.
Meron kasi silang suction sa paa nila. So they can walk upside down. Yeah, they have suctions on their feet.
Yeah, they look scared and dangerous, but they're not aggressive. You want to hold the scorpion?
O, Dad, ikaw.
They won't sting unless they're threatened. If they feel like they're trapped. But they're
Si Daddy.
misunderstood.
Hawakan nyo lang po.
Ayan.
Picture mo.
Yeah, don't worry, they're friendly.
Picture
Oh my gosh.
Tatanungin mo rin. Anong
Malapitan ng
pakiramdam?
hospital.
Mari-reach natin yan.
Anong pakaramdam, Dad?
So, malaman.
Hindi.
Hawakan mo lang.
Yan, para maramdaman.
They're misunderstood.
Oh, galing.
Still picture na, mami.
Ha?
At yung lifespan ng butterfly, average of 2 weeks. Sa pagkalabas na ng female, ready for mating na. At sa mate nila, makapag-produce sila ng 200 to 400 eggs. Pero hindi rin lahat doon nabubuhay. Nasa 40 to 50% lang. Dahil sa butterfly, malaki ang wings ng female, maliit ang lalaki. Pero colorful yung lalaki. Dahil sa, ayun yung ginagamit ko nila, pang-attract sa female. Yan, yung mga green na yellow, mga ilang days pa ho yan.
Anong ready to? And there's crocodile there. Anong nakita niyo dyan? Ayun. We have a peacock here. It's endemic to here. It's called Palawan. Ay, hindi mo. Pero hindi din. Very vibrant. Pero wala ka ng infection.
Grabe bang klase, no?
Okay, nagpapalitan ng profile picture. Mga butterfly ladies.
Kala ko dito. Oh. Saan lang pala.
Thank you.
Ayan, so sila po mga purong katutubo yan nakabilang sa Palawan tribe. So yung Palawan, isa yung sa mga indigenous group of people na matagal na hong naninirahan dito sa probinsya. At yung tribe nila, sila talaga yung original inhabitant ng Southern Palawan. So kung familiar ho tayo sa Tabon man or sa Cave man, kung narinig na natin ho yun, yan sila yung mga possible descendants. So, andito yan sila habang nagbebenta ng produkto and to share ng culture nila. So, yung iba sa kanila, nag-stay pa ng ilang linggo or buwan, then after hunyan, balik na naman sa taas ng bundok. At ibang pamilya yung pupunta. Palitan ho yan sila dito, di kaminggo lang. So, tago sa kanila, Palawan, ganun din sa dialect nila, Palawan. Okay, try ko lang one. So, pinapakita niya sa inyo yung traditional products nila sa tawag nila bagtik. Dagta ng kahoy. Galing niya sa Salma Secretary. So, sa una ho, tikilikod pa yan siya. Then, after ng ilang months, natutuyo siyang ganyan. And that's the time na i-harvest na nila at binibenta sa baba ng bundok. So, yan yung ingredients sa paggawa ng varnish natin. May amoy yan siya, parang varnish na parang kakenta. Nail polish, fiberglass, paint, so and other related products. Also flammable, panglingas din yan. So since time immemorial, ginamit yan nila for barter trade.
Ito bakit? Tinakit bugtik at hindi babahan mo pagkakalang nawit mo.
Ayan, bakit naman is their native backpack sa taas ng bundok? So ito yung ginagamit nila. Pang-carry ng produkto. So sabi niya, pag marami ng laman, tinatalian daw ho nila. Kaya pag mabigat, may supporter. So nilalagay sa ulo to carry more weights. Except from the shoulder. May dubratan kaya matibay. At ganito yung pagkakagawa nila.
Ngayon siya gumagawa.
Yan, ito ho dala-dala ho nila, baba akyat ng bundok. Under musical instruments. Kaya so yung maliit ay sanang. So, ayan ay mga few hundred years old na, pinamana pa sa kanila. So, yan din yung patunay na yung tribe nila before nagkaroon na ng palitan. Lalo sa ibang parte ng South Asia, since time immemorial. Kaya meron mo silang metal craft. Ang layo ng gimbal na. Excuse po ah. Kaya sa ito po yung native drum nila. Ito sila talaga yung gumawa nito. Bali, pinukit po nila sa isang buong kahoy at nilagyan nila ng balat ng hayop sa taas. Tago nila gimbal. So they use their musical instruments during rituals, mga prayers, harvest time, and other important tribal events. So dito, hindi sila sumasayaw to entertain tourists or visitors. Because tribal dances so are rituals which is sacred. But they can share some of their music. Kaya, so bago pa dumating mga modern guitar, those 6 strings, yung Palawan tribe natin may sarili na. So 2 strings guitar lang. Tago nila kudlungan or kudchaki. So ito na po yung considered na unang gitara natin. At may paraan sila kung paano i-play. Together with the 6 strings bamboo, they call it pagang. Yes, they're going to share some of the music. So you can take pictures or video if you want. Okay, so that's our kudchaki. Ayan, so yung mga music so nila are more about nature. So they can make funny stories about birds, animals, at sa mga prutas. Ano sa akin mag... Sabi ba, binungarap nila? Kaya, so this one naman po, they call it taruding. Tina ako na nagpabriya. Ayan, so this one po, tawag nila ruding. So gawa siya sa kapirasong bat-bat at nilagyan nila ng beeswax or pan pala. Nilagyan nila ng beeswax for adjustment and they play through vibration.
Daily 12.
Nilaat? Ampak?
Sige, dito na pagdating.
Okay, try to hold that one. Ayan, so yan ang tago nila, ligid. Kaya mukhang simple lang yun siya, pero nasa 100 years old na. Pinamana pa sa kanila, they pass it generation to generation. So according to them, marami na daw yung napatay.
Oh my God.
Oo, ng mga hayop. Ito po. Yan, ito ng mga hala. At then, ito naman yung surayang. Ito, it looks like an harpoon naman. But not for fishing. Ginagamit din nila sa mga wild animals, pang trap. So pag may target, they throw it from a distance. So once na matamaan yung target, magabaw na dala dito sa sinang. At habang nagatakbo, itong dalawa maghihiwalay siya. Then itong sekaratan, magasalbing angkla. Sasabit na sa mga kahoy, sa mga ugat, so hindi na basta-basta makakalay ang target. Kaya so madali na nilang ma-follow up ng another spear. Kaya so smart way of their hunting.
Ay!
Okay. So that's our blogan, oh. Nakayatin ka sugat mata.
Ilang metro was lang,
Yan, pangit daw po yung bala nila, nagalipad. Kaya, so they can hit farther than that. So, it depends on how strong they can blow. At pag malalaking hayop na yung i-hunt nila, naglalagay din yan sila ng lason. At yung lason galing sa plants. Tago nila dito. Pero pag yan lang, hindi siya yung deadly. So, bali may process pa. They collect the sap and mix it with the other plants to become deadly poison. At niluluto sa mahinang apoy. So, yan ginagamit din nila in case against their enemies also or bad guys. At once accidentally, na malagyan sila ng lasos sugat nila, in just matter of minutes lang ho yan, patay na. And there's no antidote. But even na gumamit ko silang deadly poison to kill the animal, they simply wash it with water. At yung laso nawawala lang. So simply nilang makain ng karne.
Ako, naman bago lang naman kapapiyang kayo santik parang pati.
Yeah, so yung last ay papakita yung paggawa ng apoy, gamit na ng kapirasong metal at clean stone. Dahil may sarili silang cotton. Yan, di ko ulit santikan.
Tawas mo ba?
Gusto niyo pong i-try?
Sulay mo.
Yan, try niyo daw po.
Daddy, mahilig yan.
Yung metal, sir, yung metal. Baliktad. Ayan na. Oh, magaling ka daw, sir.
Wow!
Magaling ka daw. Ayan na, may point na sila. So, pwede na sila makapagluto. Ganyan na daw. Pero iba yung sa pag-tik natin. So, yung one po nito, nagalas ng ilang nights. 3 to 5 nights, depende sa paggamit. At yung part nito, nakapag-test ng illness, katulad ng sakit sa ulo, sakit sa tiyan, at ganyan din sila magpatay ng apoy. This is simply step 1 here.
May rubber
It can be also used for aromatherapy ho, and insect repellent.
Ang ganda.
Hindi, nakano yan. Routine yan, naka-routine pa.
Ang ganda. Ito nakatalikod eh. Nakatalikod. Hey!
Ayan, ayan, ayan.
Ay, parang may dance step. Ay! Hi! Ay, nahiya siya.
Hindi ka nagpapakita ng hila siya.
Ayan, 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 ayan.
Papan. Grabe. Ala. Ito wala siyang pinakita.
sila, no? Sila yung group considered as survivors. Watch your head, ha? Tingin na lang po. Baka mauntog kayo. Mabasag yung baton, ha? Sayang yung nature, kawawa. Yung lumilipad na maingay, ibon mo lahat yan. Hindi yan bats. Kilala niyo po yung baling sa sayaw? Baka gumagawa ng edible bird nest. O yan po sila. Yung mga bats, dito sa right side natin. So wag po kayong matatakot sa kanila kasi harmless po sila. Hindi nangangagat. So those are insect bats. O insectivorous bats yung tawag sa kanila. Puro insekto lang yung kinakain nila. Okay, wake up na. It's late. So marami. Unahan niyo sa taas. Yun. Something lang na nakasabit. Diba? What do you imagine? Huh? It looks like an inverted pupo, no? The last drop. Nakahulog na. Hanging shit. Ew. Yun yung pinakamahirap gawin sa lahat. Kaya don't try, ha? It's so difficult hanging upside down. Kasi nabawasan kami ng isa. Ingat kayo dyan. Sumusunod sa amin, wala na. Kita niyo yung sunlight sa front natin. Liwanag. Yan na yung end ng tour natin. End na po ng tunnel yan. May liwanag na. Sasabing may bukas pa. So we made it. No? We survived. Sigurado na tayo makakalabas. Sila, sigurado na rin makakapasok. Kasi yung pupo nila nababasa ng tubig, kaya medyo mapanaki. Ako nga na-immune na eh. Sanay na. Kaya pag uwi nyo mamaya, don't forget to take a bath, ha? Yung hindi, your smell like a bath. Yan. Kasi dumidikit yan sa damit. Kaya ngayon after nun pag-uwi ko, I'm full of shit na. Full of pupo. Kasi maghapon ako dito, pabalik-balik lang. Different kind of shit na natin. Oh shit. Okay, so congratulations po sa inyong lahat at salamat ng marami sa pagbisita niyo po dito sa underground river. So we're all now survivors, no? Welcome in the outside world. The night is over na. Magandang umaga ulit sa inyong lahat. Buenos dias. So I hope you enjoy, ha? Kung ano man yung nakita nyo inside. Sana balik ulit kayo. Come back again. Not tomorrow. It's my day off. So next year na lang. Maybe never na. Dito yung pinakamalalim na part ng ilog sa entrance. 27 feet po ito ma'am pag high tide. Siyam na metro. Pero huwag kayong matakot. Abot natin yan. Patong-patong tayo. Dyan sa right side natin yung outflow ng ilog. Behind the beach, tubig dagat na yon. Yung West Philippine Sea na tinatawag. Yan sa kanan. Hello. Good night. Yes, enjoy so much. May group pictures tayo pala before bababa. Sa lingon kayo lahat sa left. Oh, look at the monkeys. Yun sa likod niya, yung pinakamalaki yung nagpipicture. Thumbs up daw. Galit siya sa kapatid niya. How about jump shot, kuya? Yan yung mga monkeys dito, masyado silang aggressive. Kaya kung may mga plastic kayo, lagay nyo sa loob ng bag nyo, ha? Kasi inaagaw na yun, may baby pa yung monkey sa ibabaw ng atit. Yun, diba? Yan yung tatay nila yung nagpipicture. Sa Twitter. At tulad nila, pagdating sa gilid, syempre mauna akong bababa para ma-close ko yung pangkasalan. Tapos maalalayan kayo, ha? Kasi pag kayo yung unang bumaba, kayo yung alalay sa akin. Kasi kahapon, naunang bumaba yung mama, ako yung hinawakan niya. Alam niyo, nakakahiya. Sa right lang yung baba natin, ha? Right side. Tapos one at a time lang po. Hindi all of the time. Isa-isa lang. Then pag bumababa, mauna yung paa natin, ha? O yung mukha.
Ingatan ko yung mga cellphone ko. Marunong na po yung
Ano, sama kayo sa lakwatsa ko? Nandito tayo ngayon sa Puerto Princesa, Palawan. At naka-check-in tayo ngayon sa Go Hotel. Ito yung binigay sa amin ng, ng Philippine Explorer, which is yung travel agency na yung kinuha namin. So, isa sa pinaka nagustuhan ko dito sa is yung key card nila, which is eto na lang, this one. Okay. That also serve as the switch for the power of the whole room. Kumbaga, mas convenient siya. Kumbaga, kung hotel owners ako, this is very ideal kasi hindi hindi all day naka-turn on yung aircon. Kasi kung wala na ito, bali there possibility na pwedeng nakabukas yung aircon umaga, tanghali, gabi, 24 hours kahit walang tao dito. So, this is very good. Pag tinanggal yan, mawawala yung power dito and all of the power. Tapos, isa lang sa napansin ko, no smoking, very good. No eating, very bad. Kasi, for example, guest ako. Siyempre, hotel. Alam mo naman bakit ka kumain sa loob ng hotel? Di ba? Sa loob ng room mo. Pagpasensya rin tumatawa doon, meron akong alagang aso doon Ahina. So anyway, as far as naman itong kwarto is concerned, is very maganda naman siya. At ito yung assistant ko, nandito ngayon. Nanonood. Very good. Meron silang magandang lamesa dito. Fold out.
Hi!
Baka mapagalitan ka siya.
I love you, Daddy.
I love
Happy
you too.
anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Wala bang kiss?
Patay ako pag hindi ako. So anyway, maganda naman siya. Ang problema, ang ayaw lang ni Commander medyo maliit lang itong TV. Okay, yun lang. And as far as anything is concerned is maganda naman siya. Malakas ang aircon, which is over here. Nandyan. Sa lakwatsa ni Gio, yan ang importante. Aircon sa Number one. Meron naman kayong naririnig na nagsasalita doon. Echo ko yun. Huwag niyong pansinin yun. Tapos, isa sa pinaka-paborito ko, which is the CR. Tan-tanang! Huwag niyong tingnan niyo, baka may pupo. Takpan natin ha, takpan natin. Ayan! So, ayan, maganda, malinis. Sa totoo lang kung kami magpapagawa ng bahay, ito ang gusto kong CR. Malinis siya. Maganda, meron siyang hot and cold dito. At naglalaba si Mrs. Ito. So, pagpasensyahan nyo at may naglalaba. Hot and cold. At the same time, the shower is maganda. Parang coming from the rooftop. Yung yung shower. It's very good. Napakaganda. Hot and cold din. So, very elegant ang kanyang CR. So, yung view here, kaso nga lang medyo gabi na, hindi na makikita, no? So, bubuksan lang yan. Maganda naman view, countrywide, para ka nasa probinsya. Itong Palawan is parang nagko-contradict sa sarili, parang itong lugar na to, itong specific lugar na to, area namin, parang hindi mo masabing province, hindi mo rin masabing bayan, city. It's between the city, parang conversion, nag-merge yung city and the countryside. Kasi, pag tinignan dito, talagang probinsyang-probinsya, puro mga gubat dito. Pero pag dating nyo doon, malapit lang siya sa Robinson Galleria, konting lakad lang. So, which is another plus, hindi katulad sa napuntahan namin ibang hotel, na maglalakbay kayo ng masyadong malayo, para makapunta lang, makakain lang sa magandang restaurant o magandang fast food. So dito, maglalakad lang. Very convenient. Robinson Galleria is already there. So, yun muna, mga lakwatsero.